Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, the Tyvek envelopes, not the padded. Appreciate everybody hopping in. If you're hopping in on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching this on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. We got 5 orders going out today. Every site sold something yesterday, which is good, but slow sales day yesterday. Super slow. Hopefully this weekend picks up. Back to school shopping will be in full effect, but this week has been pretty slow. I ain't gonna lie, it's been slow. Good morning, Tej. What is up? Got a notification? Nice. TikTok doing its job. Joel says replay. Not the replay, Joel. You're here live. Good morning, Emily. We have one order of business. When we get enough people in here, I'm gonna send you guys somewhere real quick. We have to give somebody their happy birthday wishes. So as soon as everybody hops in here, I'm gonna send you guys over to tell them happy birthday. Yeah, Joel hit the replay in the chat, even though it's not a replay. His nose is itchy. But 5 orders going out, not a ton of sales. Actually, it's weird because I was just talking to Kayla about this. I've had a slow last few days, but this month in total units sold has been my best month by far. I think with the whatnot tonight, I'll outsell last month by probably at least 150 units. So whatnot has been carrying because all the other platforms are slow, but that's okay. It's summer slowdown. That's typical. Appreciate the roses. As soon as summer slowdown stops and sales start increasing, it's going to be pretty crazy. So I know, just keep on listing. Yesterday and today, no sales, 1 lowball offer. Yeah, it's been slow. Summer slowdown's in full effect. All right, everybody just got here. So really quick, before we start shipping, what I want you guys to do is I want you to go over to Big Apple Picker, okay? Today's his birthday. He turned 28 years young today. So I want everybody to go to Big Apple Picker today at some point in time, either now or after the live. Go there, go to his last video and say, happy birthday, Big Apple. Just drop it in his last video that he put out. Happy birthday, Big Apple. Just drop it in his chat. He would appreciate it. But today he turned 28 years young. So go say happy birthday and say happy birthday, something like happy birthday. Did you turn 69 today? He'll enjoy that. What's up, Amy? Amy's here. Everybody say hi to Amy. Hi, Amy. Yeah, Big Apple turned 28. I want everybody to go wish him a happy birthday. Big Apple. Whose birthday? Big Apple Picker. You already know whose birthday. Jimmy's birthday. Jimmy. Good old James. Hi from South Carolina. What's up, South Carolina? Good morning, Wayne. I asked this question last time, but the show was glitching for me. My question was about new sellers and return policies. Okay, I think I saw your question this morning. I think you put it on the live from yesterday. I'll say you can do return. I would say returns you should be doing returns. When you first start, if you're scared about getting a lot of returns, just do buyer pays return shipping. And then you have no worries. The buyer's literally going to pay to return it. So I would just do it that way. How'd you start the selling business? Thank you. I watched a video on YouTube. I watched Rally Roots. I was going to do stocks. Stocks didn't work out. I saw a video from Rally Roots. I watched all their videos, and that's how I got started. So literally watching videos like this is what started me doing it. So do you use PayPal? With eBay, you don't need PayPal anymore. They do direct deposit right into your bank account. You can send it to your PayPal, but you can also just send it right to your bank account. No need for PayPal anymore. What's up, bro? I used to buy clothes from the dry cleaners on unclaimed items. I heard somebody say that last month, and I'm actually thinking about doing that. Going to a dry cleaners and be like, hey, do you guys have any unclaimed clothing? Auto Posture isn't working today. She might be doing some updates. She normally does updates in the morning, so most likely it'll be updated by midday. That's typical for a platform like Auto Posture. Yeah, it's not loading right now. So she's probably doing updates in the background. So it should start working within the next probably like 3-4 hours. She's just probably doing some updates. Sent you a message yesterday on eBay about a Patagonia shirt. Sent you a message on eBay yesterday about a Patagonia shirt. Okay, I'll check it after the live, or I'll check it during the live as soon as we finish shipping. How do returns get processed? Basically, the person opens the return, the label gets sent to the person, and then they ship it back to you. That's how it gets processed. Where do you buy your merchandise? Also, how's the process in the beginning? How long did it take to get a profit? So I have a bunch of videos. Lizeth I have a bunch of videos here on here on Facebook that go over exactly what I buy. I go to thrift stores and retail stores. I buy stuff from there and I resell it for a profit. So how long did it start until I made a profit? In the beginning, I could have took a profit right away, but I took all that profit and I rolled it back into the business. So I didn't really start taking profit from my business for like first 2 years because I grew my business. Basically all the profits I made, I grew it bigger and bigger and bigger. Is 150K profit or total overall? That's absolutely amazing either way. What 150K are you talking about? Right now, I'm at 134K for this year in sales, but that's not profit. No, that's sales. Sales and profit are two different things. I was working earlier. All my stuff was relisted. Yeah, she probably just took it down. She probably is doing updates in the background. That's typical midweek for a business like that to do an update. And I think she does updates like once a month. Normally we don't even notice it. Like she updates it and within like a couple hours, it'll be right back up. So what time do I have to wake up for your whatnot tonight? Tonight's going to be 9:30. We moved next week's show to 8:30. So we have 2 shows loaded up right now. Everybody go bookmark it. We have lots of great stuff. Everything is loaded in there. But next week's show, we moved to 8:30. So we're going to stick to the 8:30 schedule. I think it works better. So question, what small? I don't know what you're saying, Sarah. Sarah, you got to rephrase that question. Your question. You said question with a G. Misunderstood you. And it's only July. Yep, it's only July. Actually, the sales should increase the end of the year. So if you guys don't know, this is summer slowdown. If you guys are having slow sales, don't be like, oh my God, I'm having slow sales. This is typical. The last few years, we had fake money being dropped into people's bank account. Well, not fake money, but it's real money. But, you know, nobody did anything for the money, and it was dropping into people's bank account like every 3 months due to the pandemic. And people were spending that money immediately. So nobody saw a summer slowdown for like 2 years. And now we're starting to see, people are actually starting to see what happened before the whole pandemic. Like this is typical. Your sales are going to go down in the summer because people are out and about, going on vacation, doing stuff like that. So this is typical. Don't worry about it. Just keep listing. Trust me, the more you list right now, the happier we'll be when it comes to December, when your sales are skyrocketing because you listed a bunch of stuff this time of year. What's up, Carol Ann? Auto posture is down because of the Mercari update. There you go. Anytime a site does an update, she has to update her platform to work with the new platform. So that would be why it's down. So yeah. What was your average profit percent? I'll tell you right now, my average sales price for the year. Hold on. My ASP for the year, it's been going down because obviously Whatnot kind of, so when I do giveaways and stuff on Whatnot, I have to take a loss on those items. So if I just did eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, my numbers would be higher. But as soon as I start adding Whatnot into my numbers, they're going to decrease. So average sales price this year is $36.91. Average profit per unit is $14.48 currently. It was like $16.50 like 2 months ago, and because of Whatnot, it's dropping. But I'm also selling more units because of Whatnot. So yeah. So that's why. My average units sold per day right now is 24.2. So that's an insane number, 24.2 sales. But that's also because those 2 Whatnot days a week, I'm doing like 70 to 100 sales in those 2 days. So yeah, that's why it's up. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and the Goodwill on the island is loaded with new tags and big sizes. They don't even charge even with tags. Just make sure those are good brands, Gail. Just because they're new with tags does not mean they're always a pickup. People are saying, Kayla. Summer slowdowns, people are focused on vacation, back to school. Yep. But back to school shopping should start taking an effect in the next few weeks. And then you should see, if you sell clothing, your sales should start going up a little bit. So just be aware of that. And then it should dip again, and then it'll go back up. Does eBay pay the buyer back on return, or do you have to pay them through the business account? That eBay, you pay them back through your pending funds, or if you don't have pending funds, then they take it from your bank account, but you have to pay them back. Do you back off sourcing and listing summer, end of summer? We're going to be listing a lot of winter items come September. We're going to catch up on our winter inventory, but if we ever catch up completely, which we should because we're going to be hiring, as soon as we catch up, then we'll go back to listing everything. We'll probably get to the point where we're going to be listing everything all year round. So what's the Mercari update? I don't know. I am not informed on the Mercari update. Do you have a cold? No. So it was from Kayla and the kids changed the air vents last night. And I completely forgot they did that, which caused a lot of dust to be in the air. And that's why my nose was running last night. So I feel perfectly fine this morning. It was just from the dust. I completely forgot that they changed the vents. So maybe I should be a mod. Caroline, you're a mod. Boom. You were just created as a mod. How many items do you typically source per week? List roughly a week. So if we go to 3 stores like we were the last couple weeks, we're sourcing like 250 items in a week. And we're only listing 20 items per day. That's why this week we haven't gone sourcing because we were behind on listing. But as soon as we get somebody hired on, which should happen next month, my mother-in-law should come on, then we'll be able to get caught up on everything. We'll always be caught up because if she's just solely listing all day and she's not focused on anything else, 40 to 80 listings per day should be pretty easy because for 8 hours of work, all she's doing is listing. She's going to eventually catch up, and then we're going to have somebody else sourcing with us too. So that'll be pretty cool. What software do you use for taxes? I use Jason Hayes spreadsheet. I got a link in my link tree. It's in the description of this video on Facebook. Click my link tree, go to my link tree, and then it's the spreadsheet that I use, Jason Hayes. If you use my code, you get 10% off. I literally take that spreadsheet and I give it to my tax advisor, who's in my TikTok chat right now. Carol Ann. Just got a sale. Nice. I wish I had that money. That's my goal. You can I'm telling you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. That's all I have to say. If I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it if I can do it. I'm just a dumb guy that sells used shit online. That's it. Does eBay take out taxes? Yes, they remit taxes to the proper, like if somebody buys something in, I don't know, Wisconsin, they take the taxes out and they give them to Wisconsin for you. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't even have to calculate that on your taxes or anything. Hey, having problem auto posture. Yeah, auto posture's down right now, Steven, because she's updating for the Mercari. I guess Mercari had an update. So sometimes this is going to happen where she's going to have to take it down, update it, and then she'll put it back up when it's ready to go. It normally only takes her about an hour, 2 hours to set up. So auto posture's back up now. Somebody just said auto posture's back up now. Let me check. Mine's still loading on my end. Do you immediately create a business LLC when you resell? No, I don't have an LLC yet, but I should have an LLC probably by next week. My auto posture's still down. It's still loading. So it looks like she's trying to get, some people it's getting back up, some people it's not. So just check back. I would give it like an hour or so. Let her do her update thing. So do you use shipping costs to make up for seller fees? I don't charge shipping on everything. No, I work the price of shipping into the cost of my item sometimes. So you should be getting your whatnot order from me today. Okay, I'll check for it. Just want to say thank you guys for all you do. I've learned so much from you in this community. Appreciate you, Tam's treasures. Appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with a Roan Peloton sweater. Picked this up for $4.26. This was my only Mercari sale yesterday. This one sold for $34. After fees, shipping, cost of goods, I make $19.97. Good little $20 profit pickup. I had it listed for $45 and someone offered me $34, and I was like, you know what? Sales are slow. I'll take it. I could have probably countered, but yesterday was not a counter type of day. It was like, hey, I need to make sales, so let's make some sales. Do you ship a $200 shirt any different than a $30 shirt? If somebody bought a $200 shirt and it's worth, obviously, well, not worth $200, it's obviously worth $200, I might consider before I might have considered putting that into a priority mail envelope of some sort and shipping it out that way. But now the post office with Ground Advantage gives you $100 in insurance when you ship out an item. So to be honest, I would just ship it out regularly. If you wanted to, you can add a little bit of insurance on top to make it up to that $200. Good Lord, Sneaker Stock. Sneaker Stock on Twitter is just hitting me up right now like crazy because there's something dropping. But yeah, I would just add insurance to the Ground Advantage now because you get $100 of insurance with Ground Advantage. So there's no real need to use priority, to be honest. I already printed out my label. Turning 60 soon, wanted to quit my healthcare job before turning 65. You definitely can do it. It took me 5 years to build the business up to this point. So if I can do it, you can do it. Missed your answer on what? I missed my answer on what to Mail, Sarah, you asked a question? Hold on. Sarah, yeah, you re-ask that question, Sarah. Sarah, when you asked the first question, you didn't make any sense. You got to ask it again, and I'll get you when you ask it again. Does having a box with sneakers that are pre-owned increase sales price? Sometimes it does. Like if you have a pre-owned box, especially if they're like a hype pair of shoes, if you include the regular box in it, yeah, some sneakerheads like to have those boxes with their shoes. But in other cases, people go to Ross and buy sneakers in new condition and they ship them out without the box. So some people don't care. There we go. Got ones shipped. I think today is drunk day on the standard Nike app. Oh, dunk day on the standard Nike. Oh, gotcha. I said drunk day. Dunk day on the Nike app. Yeah, they're dropping a whole bunch of dunks. Let me see what they're saying. Yeah, women's dunk low, Australia, but that's not dropping on the Nike app. Okay, let me see. Medium olive, needlework, Phantom, Chicago, EMB, Vast Gray, Be True. Yeah, all of these are restocking. Too bad Dunks died. All those are restocking today. The only one I would buy for myself would be the Chicago. Chicago, I don't really like the one on the top either. Yeah. Tons of Dunks being restocked today. Too bad Dunks died. I wouldn't buy any Dunks. There he is. There's the birthday boy. Birthday boy. I sent some people over to your last video. Everybody in the chat, I want you right now to say happy birthday to Big Apple. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Big Apple. Happy birthday to you. Boom. You got a song and everything. Have you caught up on your listings for the week? Yesterday I only did 12, so today I need to do more, but we have to go to the bank today too. Let's go. Big Apple said he's getting drunk today. That's why he messaged me earlier. I got some Travis Scott's sneakers for retail, and they flipped them for over $1,500. That's insane. Did you get the last pair of lows? $1,500? Which ones did you get for $1,500? You must have got a pair of the lows, the recent lows maybe. And that's the K-Way. It is Big Apple's birthday. Happy birthday. Everybody on Facebook is saying happy birthday to you too, Big Apple. The fragment lows, yeah. Okay, you got the blue ones. Damn, you got those? I wanted those. I want a pair of the Travis lows, but I can never hit them. I want it for retail. I don't want to pay like $900 to $1,000 resale. I want to, yeah. Amy says you don't look 69, Big Apple. I want to hit a pair of the lows for retail because I actually like wearing lows. They're one of my favorite shoes to wear. But I can't hit them. I can't hit them for retail. They don't like me. All right, next up, we got a pair of Spanx. These are a pair of Kayla Spanx that she picked up. We paid $7.47. They sold for $25 on Poshmark. After fee, shipping, cost of goods, we make $12.53 centaroonies. I definitely feel 69. My kids in middle school, they all wanted the Dunks. Yeah, my kids are lucky. My kids are lucky because their dad knows shoes. So, like my oldest, she had a pair of the Yeezy slides for a long time, and she has a pair of the Spider-Man ones. So she wears those every day to school, and she says all the older kids when she walks past them in the hall, they're all like, "Man, look at your shoes." I never had that when I was a kid. I had the Payless shoes, or my mom went to Rack Room and we got Rack Room shoes, and I wore those until they had holes in them. But I like buying them hype sneakers because whenever they're done with them, I can just resell them and I make some of my money back. So if I bought them crappy shoes, I would never be able to make my money back on those. So it's a smart business play too. Yeezy slides are comfy. Yeah, she's mad because she just literally grew out of them. And then my youngest daughter, she doesn't like the Yeezy slides. So now I have to sell them. But I'm going to be able to sell them for probably more than I bought them for, which is great. I'm literally going to make money on shoes that my daughter wore for like a year. She got the all black pair. So plus the reps haven't gotten insanely good lately. They have. I have a 9x5 box, 8 ounces. What should I mail it in? I was paid $5.15 shipping. Was thinking post office envelope. You have a 9x5 box, 9x5 box, and you want to know what to ship it in? What should I use to mail it in? Is it Is your item in that box? Can you just put a label on the outside of that item? Because then you can just stick a label on the outside of the item and ship it. If you need to wrap it, what you should do is just get like a poly mailer or get some paper if the item is durable, and then wrap it in paper and then ship it out that way. And then just stick your label on the outside. You just put 9x5. If you sold it on eBay, you just put in your dimensions and then put it in. But there's also another dimension you need. There's another dimension you need. It's a 9x5 by something else. You need length, width, and height. Auto Posture is down right now. Yeah, Auto Posture is down because she's fixing. Whenever an app does an update, a big update, Trisha said Mercari just did an update. She has to fix her app to go with their app. So anytime eBay does an update, she's got to fix her app. So because obviously their coding changes, so her coding has to change. So just give her a little bit of time. It'll be working here in a little bit. Video games do the same thing. Video games, like it's normally on Tuesday mornings, they'll change over everything, and then the video game will be down for like 2 hours. So yeah, just put that in like that, Sarah. And if you have to wrap it in something, either a poly bag or something else. Next up, these are eBay sales. Now we got 3 eBay sales going out. This is a Mizzen and Main 2XL standard fit shirt. We paid $7.13. I got in a bulk buy, sold for $25. It's going to go in a purple envelope. Everybody always asks me, where do I get these bags? Where do I get the envelopes? They are my Linktree link in my bio. Linktree link in my bio. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, it's in the description of this video. How many sales today? Only 5. We've had a super slow week. Good Lord. Here we go. Here goes sneaker stock. Everybody's tweeting sneaker stock. I got my pair, and now I'm getting all the notifications. There it goes. This one's going to ship for 15 ounces. 15 ounces. Everybody's hitting their pairs. Thanks, sneaker stock. How do you decide pricing when you see a similar item with a huge price difference? For example, David Donahue ties sell for $5 to $65. I would take like what the average is, Heidi. I'd look at first 20 comps and see about what it's averaging at. If most of the comps are lower end comps, then that's where I'd price it. And I'd always put best offer. What's up, Surfs? Surfs in the house. Surfs in the house. It's going to ship for $6.44. It's going to Oklahoma. Pairs of what sneakers? There's I guess Dunks are restocking today. So I follow an account called Sneaker Stock on Twitter. It's a free account to follow, and they give out all the shock drops. So anytime there's a shock drop, like today, the Air Max Puerto Rico shock dropped. I got a notification that it shock dropped, but I don't like Air Maxes, so I didn't go for it. But yeah, anytime there's a shock drop, including like Travis Scott's and stuff like that, they give it out for free. Most people charge for that information. You have to be in like a sneaker group, but they give it away for free. So I follow them. So use Pirate Ship for shipping. Yeah, when I ship on Mercari or I ship direct to consumer, I use Pirate Ship. Sometimes I'll use it for eBay. So, hey, Sneakerhead, how do you know the best ones coming up during the year? I follow accounts on Instagram. So, for example, I think there's 3 Travis Scotts that are going to stock before the end of the year. There's a couple Dunks that are going to be resellable. I think Travis Scott is going to have an Air Force One come out before the end of the year. I think I saw that too. So I follow, if you guys go to my Instagram and just look for the sneaker accounts I follow, just follow them because I literally see them. They pop up on my feed. I didn't know much about sneakers until I started following those accounts, and I learned everything I know from those accounts. So you increase the prices of your listing during the postal holiday hike price? No, I don't. I keep them the same. Next up, we got a pair of Athleta, another Kayla pickup. We paid $10.70 for these. These were a size 24 black Brooklyn ankle pants. They sold for $31.49. They are over a pound, so let's see where they're going to. They're 1 pound, 3 ounces, so this might be a priority mail. It's going to PA. Let me see how much it cost. 1 pound, 3 ounces. Surfs up. Subscribe for 1 month. Appreciate you, Surfs. Ooh, this is going Ground Advantage for $7.85. Regular Ground Advantage. I don't even know how many subs I have anymore. I stopped looking at that a while ago. It won't tell me either. It doesn't tell me on this page. Surfs with the lemonade. Appreciate you. I didn't even set my goal today. I just did it to whatever it set it to. I think yesterday it was the lemonades too. Surf's made a post on Goodwill pricing increase. Have you noticed that in Florida? We noticed that like a year and a half ago. They increased, like there is no $4.98 anymore. Everything's like pretty much $6.98. So when they increased everything minimally, even the cheapest stuff, they increased to $6.98. So we saw that price hike like 2 years ago. But to be honest, it's good and it's bad because it's chased off all the resellers in our area. They're now going to other stores and they're not going to Goodwills. So if they do go to Goodwills, it's not as frequent as they used to do. So when we go to Goodwills now, we find a bunch of good stuff because nobody's really going. Shout out to all the people that tell me I'm stealing from the poor. Not even the poor are going to Goodwill. They go to other stores like Sunshine Thrift is a great place to go to get cheap clothing. Red, White, and Blue. You can find clothing at Red, White, and Blue for $3. You're never going to find a piece of clothing at Goodwill for $3. Even when they're half off, they're more expensive than $3. Mom and pop thrifts around the area are better for buying clothes for yourself because they have better prices. Goodwill in the area is just too expensive. So they don't care. Goodwill doesn't care because whatever doesn't sell, they just shove to the bins and they sell it for like, $1 or $2 and they just get rid of it. So seniors get a discount on Thursday. In our area, I don't even think seniors get a discount anymore. I know Surf's Up said that in one of his lives too. No more discounts for the elderly. Next up, last sale is a pair of Dover Saddlery equestrian riding pants. Kayla picked these up for $6.42. They sold for $31.49. That's definitely an Auto Posher sale. Auto Posher sent out the offer and somebody accepted. They're going to ship for 15 ounces. My mom's in Lakewood Ranch is high. Yeah, they price up, but it happens. Trust me, what goes up must come down. Appreciate you, Jamie, for the first gift. Wow. And you joined the team for your first gift. I like it. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I think, we're up to 278 members. I know it says 277, but we're at 278 members right now. Appreciate you. All right, that's just going to go into a poly bag. Great shirts, pal. Great shirts, pal. Again, thanks. Appreciate you, Whips. Whips Flips got his shirts. Hopefully they both came on the same day because I had to ship them out separately. But appreciate you. Now you get to rock those Tommy Bahamas. I need a sneaker knowledge after that store yesterday. I'm paying you. Yeah, I know all the shoes that were in that store. Like literally, I know them by name. Yeah, I want those Red Octobers. If I give you all my sneaker knowledge, you have to go buy me those Red Octobers, okay? I want the Red Octobers, even though they probably will disintegrate because they're a really old pair. Don't expect to wear a shoe like that. That shoe needs to be put on display and never worn. Unless it was worn frequently, it will disintegrate on you. It's going to ship for $6.22. And yes, I pinned this. I know you did. But yeah, don't. If you buy Red Octobers or anything like that, don't. Why is it slow on eBay right now? It's called summer slowdown. This is typical. I explained this in the beginning of live, and I'll explain it again. The last few years, I can't answer you right now. I'll answer you in a second. Hold on. I have to wait for my TikTok to come back. This one shipped. There we go. Sorry, I got a call right in the middle of that. So the last few years, there was this crazy stuff called money being dropped into people's bank accounts, right? During the pandemic, the government was just giving out checks to everybody. Here, you have $3,000. Here, you have $1,000. Here, you have $1,500. And during that time, during the summertime, sales did not increase because people had all of this money being dropped into their bank account. People were spending. Some of us had the best sales year that year. Like during that period of time, during the summer slowdown, we had our best sales, even better than Christmas time that same year, because people were literally just spending that money. Nobody was saving it. Everybody was spending it. So, and a lot of people joined the reselling community during that period of time because people were out of work. So they were looking for a way to resell. So they started reselling. They watched the video. They're like, cool, I can start reselling items. And then they started just dumping items on eBay. And then they're like, this is amazing. Everything is selling. And now people are starting to see the reality. Reality is during summertime, people are not shopping. People are not having money dropped into their bank account right now. So sales go down. It's typical. It's called summer slowdown. So what you should be doing right now is listing super heavy. So that way, when it comes to winter season, you have a bunch of sales. So still haven't received my stuff from the July 15th show. Do you think it's lost What you can do is reach out to Whatnot and see what you can do about that. If they don't help you, then just reach back out to me. I know the post office has been super slow with the new shipping. I had somebody for the show right before yours, the one that you're talking about, say that their items were stuck, and I believe they got delivered like that week. So I don't know what's up with the post office. It's probably, you can probably look at tracking and it probably says it hit the Ybor plant. And then after the Ybor plant, it just disappears. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but shout out to the Ybor plant. They need to get their ish together before Christmas season, because I can only imagine what's going to happen in Christmas season. But if nobody helps you, Thrifty Missy, if you head up Whatnot, I think you just put like item hasn't arrived or something like that. If they don't help you, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll just pay you out for your purchase. It's the exact opposite for me. Summer has doubled when I did last year. Yeah, if you pick up good brands, you can see an increase in sales. It really depends on the brands you're picking up. But yeah, a lot of people right now are saying summer slowdown, and it's typical. This is what's supposed to happen. So call it snail mail for a reason. Yeah. KMD, yep, raised another 25 yesterday. What? What's KMD? Don't use little words with me. Plus all the rates are going up for insurance, etc. Is it better to promote on eBay at additional fees? I promote everything at 3%. KMD, yep, raised another 25 cents yesterday. Don't sell a ton on eBay, but is it worth having a store? I have a store. I've had a store from the beginning. If you just start on eBay and you have 250 free listings, you don't really need to buy a store because you got 250 free listings. You do get a couple little perks with a store, but I would say if you just start on eBay, let your eBay store build up before you go buy a store. So, the user KMD, got you. Surf doesn't know how to pin. Yeah, 25 cents. Yuck. That's someone in the chat talking about interest rates hike. Yeah. 25. Nice. They love them. I think I got back to everybody. Goodwill is too heavy. Their CEO makes huge salary. Yeah, me and Chris talk about that all the time. Well, Chris explains it to me. I don't really I don't really complain about the CEO's salary at Goodwill. They're not going to pay him $10,000 a year. He has to make good money. He's running he's running a huge corporation. So you should expect somebody running a huge corporation to get paid that much money. Yeah, because nobody would do that job if they paid him like, here's $50,000 a year. You got to run this huge, massive company for $50,000. It's not going to happen. But I do think that they shouldn't increase the prices, though. The prices shouldn't increase because they get their inventory for free. Even if they have to ship their items from store to store, place to place, their profit margins on their items are exponentially bigger than any other normal brick and mortar business because they don't get their stuff. They don't have to pay for their stuff. So it is greed to an extent, but I don't really blame the CEO's salary because they have to pay the CEO. CEO has to make that kind of money. Is it better to list on auction or buy it now? I list everything buy it now, best offer. I know Surfs is in the chat. He does a lot of auctions on like rare nostalgic pieces and he gets good money for them. So it's up to you, but I do everything buy it now, best offer. Can you explain? Slow down again. My phone froze. Summer slowdown is typical. Summer slowdown. It's a part of the year when people are out and about. They're not really shopping on eBay. You'll see your sales start to increase come winter season. It's typical. This is normal retail behavior. Do you shop the bins? No, my sister does the bins in our area. I don't do the bins. They're too hard to shop. I don't like working harder than I have to. Sold shoes on Depop and underestimated the weight. How do I fix that? I have no clue. I don't sell on Depop. So I don't know how Depop shipping works, to be honest. I would assume you just change the weight and you have to take the hit on shipping. After 250 to 324 listings, the break even. So Joel did the math. Once you hit 324 listings, you should buy a store because that's your break even point. So once you hit 325, you should get a store because you're going to pay insertion fees for every listing over 250. So once you hit 324, the math works out where you should be getting a store. They wouldn't have to ship as much if it wasn't so expensive. Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't have to move their items from one store to another if they didn't charge so much for it. Don't do auctions unless you know what you're doing. Yep, I agree. Buy now, best offer. Buy now, best offer. What do you use to take photos of taller items? So when I take photos of pants in my Lightbox, I take an upper and a lower. That's how I do it. I take a cover photo. I take an upper and a lower. Taller items are just, I use that light box behind me. The good thing about that light box is if it's like a tall figure or something like that, I can also just use the light box to take the tall figure. So I don't have a problem with how much he makes, but people being upset about resellers should consider how much CEO makes. Yeah, true. People are just mad, Heidi. People are just mad just to be mad, though. I got people all in my comment section on Facebook. I'm sure I'm sure I haven't deleted any of the comments from this morning because I go early in the morning. I do a cleanup phase. So, by the way, I'm literally having deja vu right now. I remembered in my dream looking at Heidi's name and having this conversation. That's really freaking weird. I literally remember having this. Wow, that's weird. Anyways, now I forgot what I was saying. Something about, the salary. Yeah, people are all in my comments. You can see it all the time. All the time. All the time. I literally just had deja vu, though. I remember saying that in a dream and seeing her name in a dream. Weird. Really weird. It's a game changer. Yeah, Auto Posture's down right now, though, because she's doing an update. Cleanup crew on Facebook. Yeah, I do that every morning. I go through and delete all the comments. So, do you leave best offer open? Yep. I have best buy it now, best offer on pretty much everything I list. Where do you get the shipping materials for? That is weird. The shipping. Where do you get the shipping materials? All the materials I buy on a regular basis are linked in my bio or the description of this video. I was told you never let the stores know you sell. Okay. This is where people, Gail, I get what you're saying, but this is where people, when they say, why do you make videos? And I'm not picking on you by any means. I'm just like explaining this in a different kind of way. People say, why do you make these videos? Because you're teaching Goodwill exactly what you buy to resell. Do you not think Goodwill notices that you come into their store once a week and you fill up your cart? Do you not think they're like, if they wanted to, they could look at the brands you're picking up and like noticing like what you're selling? I never like the resellers that think they're being secretive because they go to the same store every week and they fill their cart up. Goodwill knows what items you're picking up. Like I never used to post about what I was selling. And I went to a Salvation Army, and the perfect example is I used to buy Roar shirts at the Salvation Army every single week. They used to have a Roar shirt there back when Roar used to sell for like $45 to $50, and it was super easy. And the employees were looking through my items as they were ringing them up, and they saw Roar every week. So guess what? The next week, they started pricing up Roar. I was like, why are you pricing up Roar now? And they're like, oh, well, we just started pricing up different brands. And I never made a video about it. They just literally saw the brands I was picking up. So for those people out there that are like, hey, don't, and this is not what you said, Gail, by any means. But I just find it funny. Like people are like, hey, you're hurting the reselling community by making your videos. Well, you're hurting the reselling community if you just go to a store and fill up your cart, because Goodwill will be able to tell exactly what you're buying. It's the same concept. Concept. No more questions. Have a good day. Appreciate you. People have to realize how many programs they do to help people. Yep. We have self-checkout. That's a nice way. Oh, we don't have self-checkout in our area. I wish we did. But I'm sure they have a way. If they really wanted to know what brands are selling the best, they would have a way for their codes to hook up to the brand. And when they scan them, it tells them what brand just sold. And if they see the same brand selling over and over again, those are the brands that they're going to hike up. That's what I would do if I was a business. So before I leave, what shoe drop do I need to enter today? I don't think any, to be honest. I don't know what the next like hype sneaker coming out is. What's going on? Can I get a rundown? I don't know what's going on. I just had deja vu like 5 minutes ago. It was pretty crazy. Currently at 550 listings, doing about $150. Adding more shelves now. Want an inventory of 1,000 in December. Thanks for teaching me. That's awesome, Dennis. That's a good goal to have too. 1,000 by December is really good because you're going to see a really good increase in sales. They're definitely doing that. Yep, I know. And it's my videos that are killing the market. Shout out to all the haters. If people are buying, they will mark it up. Yep. I'm telling you, those cashiers don't get paid enough to care what you're buying. Yeah, I agree with that. But at Salvation Army, it was a perfect example. Like the cashiers were literally looking at what I was buying. And I'm sure management was like, hey, that guy comes in every week. Look at what he's buying. I want to know what he's buying because we're going to start marking that up because clearly he's making a profit off of it. They knew I was a reseller. You could tell the people when they're a reseller, when they walk into the store and they leave with a full cart every single week, and it's all different sizes. So are you seeing my messages? I am. I'm seeing that message. I probably got behind on messages. So my single listing got removed for counterfeit item policy. Thoughts? Don't list it again. That's my thoughts. It probably is counterfeit. If it's not counterfeit, then list it on another platform. So I just got an email from Goodwill, 40% off, 40% off August 1st. Nice. It's probably for your area. Because I need to get that email. Yep. Haters going to show up whenever you do something right. I know. I bought a Lululemon jacket from my thrift store and had hanging up. I said I wanted to see the brand. Yeah. See. What men's brands do you usually do well in? If you want to know the brands I sell consistently, my eBay store is linked in my bio. Go check out my eBay store. You can see what I've listed, and you can see all my sales within the last 90 days. You literally just filter for sold on my eBay account, and you can see all my sales in the last 90 days. By the way, there was 169 people in here. Now there's 171. Our units sold per day from under 1 to 1.2 using Autoposher for 2 weeks. An increase in sale Barbara had for using Autoposher. I believe it's still down right now. So for those of you who want to sign up, you're going to have to wait a little bit, but people in chat are talking about Autoposher. It's up now. Autoposher is back alive. So it looks like Mercari's down right now. Both Mercari features are down, but eBay and everything else is up and working. So just give it time. You might have to reconnect those accounts too later on. Just be on the lookout for that. The lady says, I've never seen that brand, so I don't know what it is. Nice. Tell her that it's not a good brand. You're buying it for yourself, and you're gonna throw it away. Just tell her it's a horrible brand. Lululemon is a disgusting, horrible brand. Just tell her that so she won't mark it up. Does eBay do well for you? It's actually our best-selling platform is eBay. My thrift stores are suggesting stuff for me. Nice. Our thrift store has raised their prices. They do not like resellers. They feel you're keeping those in need from items you don't want a chance to buy it, but they probably can't afford them at their prices. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Oh, well, just don't go to that thrift store anymore. That thrift store doesn't know how to run a business, because if they don't like resellers are the ones that are bringing most of their income. They're in the position to sell their items, not worry about who's buying their items. If I had a retail store and I was selling an item for $5 and somebody came in and bought it and sold it for $15, I wouldn't care, because my price is priced at $5 for a reason, so I can make a profit. So if they're worried about how much you're going to sell it for, they don't know how to run a business. That's just a horrible business model. If they want to increase the prices, go ahead and increase them. But they also have to understand that you're selling to millions of people and they're only selling to thousands. They're restricted to the people that walk through their front door. You're restricted to the amount of people that are on the internet. So it's a huge difference, massive difference. Sounds like baloney. America is built on capitalism. Yep. When did you start to see a real profit? I said this earlier, like the first 2 years, I didn't take anything out of my business because I was building it. You can take a profit out right away if you want to, but I wanted to build this into something massive. So I took all the money I made for the first 2 years and just rolled it right back into the business. That's pretty much what I did. Didn't take much of a profit at all. Are you selling around $30 to $40 on most things? Yeah, my average sales price right now is $36.91. And I can literally pull that up on Jason's spreadsheet. I don't care about showing my numbers. There's my numbers for this year. You guys want to see my numbers? Here, I'll show you my numbers. I don't care. What does it matter? The IRS at the end of the year knows my numbers too. That's how I pull my numbers. So you can see average sales price for the year, $36.91. Average profit per unit, $14.48. I can literally pull that straight from Jason's spreadsheet. This is based off all of my sales information. So as soon as I put items in here for all of my sales, it gets updated on the daily, the monthly, the yearly totals. So I can just go and pull my stuff straight from my spreadsheet just like that. Easy peasy. So whenever I get questions, this great thing about his spreadsheet is I can literally just go in and look right at my numbers. It's a really great spreadsheet. If anyone's upset, it should be retail stores. They sell stuff. Yeah, it's all buy low, sell high. You got a whole setup? I do have a whole setup. You saw this setup too? You guys don't see this setup. This is called Restream, by the way. This is how I'm able to stream to all the platforms. That's how I'm able to stream to all the platforms. So you can see over here, Facebook and YouTube people are all over here, but I'm streaming to both platforms. So you can see in the top right-hand corner, Facebook, YouTube, and then I'm able to talk to them and talk to you guys at the same time. I wish TikTok was on this and I could run everything off the same one, but TikTok's not on it because TikTok's this and Facebook and YouTube is this. So they have landscape and portrait. So yeah. This helps the environment more than anybody knows it does. More power to you. Appreciate you. Does your Goodwill not put the items in bags? I was surprised they didn't. The last Goodwill I shopped. You mean like shopping bags? My Goodwill still use shopping bags. So they do. Somebody was mad at me yesterday that we use clear bags too. They're like, you know how bad that is for the environment? Like every store you buy from puts their stuff in clear bags. I just hope you know, like if you buy something from TJ Maxx or you buy something from Walmart or you buy something from Publix, Target, they're going to put their clothing in clear bags. Everybody does it.
When you order off Amazon, everything comes in
bags. Yeah. Can you not use clear bags? It hurts the environment. I know, but everybody does it. Yeah. I guess you could buy the ones that are biodegradable, but they're more expensive. So make them less than the ones that are non-biodegradable, and then I'll buy them, and then I'll sell them. But for now, I have to do what's best for my business. So our Goodwill stops bags for a few weeks ago. Okay, maybe ours will too. That would suck to have to carry out all that stuff in your arms. You have to bring your own. We'll have to start bringing. We'll have to make those K-Way shop bags that you wanted to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. If our Goodwill stops making them, we're gonna make K-Way shop bags. Those tote bags.
Totes.
Yeah, we'll make those.
Could you imagine if red, white, and blue stopped making
Oh
bags?
my gosh, that'd be miserable. We would have to bring like 18 bags with us.
We just have to take the cart and just roll it to the car.
We just bring trash bags with us. We'd have a box of trash bags. We'd have like you'd get a bigger purse and we just shove it full of trash bags. And somebody opens your purse and like, why is there trash bags in here? You're planning to murder somebody and put them in a trash bag? And they're like, no, this is for our red, white, and blue trips. IKEA bags, yeah. I don't have any IKEA bags. You need IKEA bag. Yeah, everybody has IKEA bags. I bring Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Yeah, we were thinking about making K-Way shop bags, like the tote bags, and putting our brand on the outside. We might still do that too. Maybe we should do that. We should talk to the people.
Well, because like Plato's doesn't do bags either, so that would be helpful stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe
There's some stores that don't.
We'll make them and we'll just put them in the buy it now. So I'd buy one. Jamie would buy one. Yeah, we were thinking about doing that. I know somebody else was talking about doing it too. But yeah, we might do that. The people that make our t-shirts, they also make bags as well. So yeah. Goodwill would love to see your logo in their store. I know they would. Well, we wear our shirts in their store all the time. So check the Hero packaging. They have a major sale right now and their stuff is compostable. Hero packaging. Okay, Hero packaging. Went thrifting the other day. Found a pair of women's silver jeans for $45.99. Ouch. They never sell for that price. Missouri is bagless. Yeah, Florida's still not bagless. So Walmart stopped giving bags at self-checkout too. Nice. Everybody's going bagless. Just a tip, Happy Meal toys you can buy for $2 and resell for $15. Quick flip. Nice. Happy Meal toys. Maybe one of the ones Joey just recently got we can sell. Donald's. Yeah, he calls it Donald's. Whenever we're like, Joey, you want McDonald's? And he goes, Donald's. He loves his little hamburgers. He literally shoves. I did a video on Instagram. It was like 2 weeks ago, and I showed you guys him eating McDonald's. Like I think I showed the shirts, and I panned up to Joey. He literally takes the whole burger and like shoves it in his mouth. And we're like, Joey, stop! You're gonna choke. And he's just eating the whole thing. A little tiny mouth, just chewing away. So the charges for paper bags here. You can get the blue IKEA bags for $2. Nice. Kid knows how to eat. He knows how to eat. He's his father's child. He has a little belly and everything. You got a little belly. He runs around. I know the eBay listings, you got specific measurements apart from the normal size. Do you think they help a lot? Yeah. So I think using measurements does help because people can't try the item on. Obviously, they're buying it on the internet. Appreciate the hat. This is the first time I ever got that hat. It helps them feel more confident in their purchase. Even though some people don't use the measurements, it's good to put them in there. Just in case, too, somebody will say, this didn't measure out to be, the inseam was too short. And then you're like, well, did you look at the measurements in the listing? The inseam says it's 20 inches or whatever. And they're like, oh no, I didn't look at your measurements. Well, that's your fault, not mine. So it kind of helps out. He's the Hamburglar. He is the Hamburglar. He is the Hamburglar. Is it one-time fee for the spreadsheet? Yes, it's if you use my code, you get it for $36, but it's for the year. You don't have to pay like $36 a month. I know there's other services out there that charge you monthly. His is just strictly for the spreadsheet, and it comes with a video too. So if you never used a spreadsheet before and you don't understand how to use one, he has a YouTube video. It's like an hour long or 45 minutes long, and it explains each portion of the spreadsheet. So you can't make a mistake. Sell something from your house, how do you put it on the spreadsheet? If you can remember, Jamie, what you paid for it, you can use that as a cost of goods. I believe this isn't tax advice, but talk to your tax advisor. They'll tell you if you can guesstimate around what you paid, it's completely fine. Just don't put like, if you sell a Monster Energy drink like this one, don't put you paid $100 for it. You obviously didn't pay $100 for it, but if you say like $1.50, that's about what you paid. That should be acceptable. Most IRS or most tax advisors will tell you that. If you can't remember, then just use it as a zero cost of goods. That's what you'll have to do. Do you have a sample of the spreadsheet? Do you have a sample? I can show you my spreadsheet if you want. Let's show everybody one more time, and then we'll head off. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so Jason's spreadsheet. You have a, let me put this down a little bit. Let me move my monster out of the way. You have an active inventory sheet. This is actually what we're using for Whatnot right now. We have a sales portion of your spreadsheet, but the active inventory, you can put all your active inventory in there if you want to. We don't do that. We just have too much inventory. I didn't want to do that. So this is all my sales. So as you make sales, you plug in all your numbers. You plug in the date. You plug in what platform it's sold on. You plug in the date it's sold. You plug in what category, what's the item, what your sales price is, your cost of goods, shipping, and then fees. And then this will give you your loss, and this will give you your profit. Once you plug that in, it'll fill out the daily spreadsheet, the monthly spreadsheet, and the yearly spreadsheet. It'll also plug in what platforms are doing best for you, your expenses. I haven't filled this out completely, but this is where you put all of your expenses. You can figure out what store is selling best for you. If you put this information in, I haven't done that. But if you want to, you can see exactly what store in your area is doing best for you. See what category is selling best for you. So whatever category, when you plug it into your sales portion, you plug it into your category, which is this part right here. It'll go right into your category part. So you can see exactly how many units you've sold in each category, and you make these yourself. So this is not, you can plug in your categories however you want to. It's not like set. And then if you fill out your active inventory, it'll fill out the bins. So if you have bins with all of your inventory in it, you can see exactly how many units you have per bin. I don't do that. But if you do the active inventory, it'll fill out how many bins. And then you have your mileage. I also don't do this because I use a Mile IQ app. But if you wanted to, you can put out exactly when you leave your house, the exact beginning odometer reading, the ending odometer reading, and then you can put notes. And at the end of the year, it'll calculate exactly how many miles you use because your mileage is a write-off at the end of the year. So yeah, that's Jason's spreadsheet. That's your tutorial. So yes, it's available. It's linked in my bio if you want to purchase it. It's linked in my bio, and I have a code there. It'll save you 10% on your purchase price. Link, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, it's linked in the description. Or if you're watching this on Facebook, go to my pinned post, and it has my link tree on my pinned post. Just go to my link tree. It's like the third or fourth link. How do you pay taxes, quarterly or at the end of the year? I pay at the end of the year. Pay at the end of the year. Even though this year I think I might pay at least 1 or 2 quarters. I might, because I'm making enough profit now where it makes sense to pay at least a little bit quarterly. Not the full amount, but I'll pay a little bit. So what size polybags do you recommend buying or selling clothes? Those are also linked in my bio. I think I use the 9x12. 9x12 is the ones that I use. It's where it makes annual updates for purchase. All right. It's not the year, it's forever. So yes, you can use his spreadsheet year after year. If you buy the spreadsheet, you can make a copy of it and you can use it over and over again. But every year he adds a little bit more to it that will help you out. And then he sells it again the following year. So I know he's going to start, I think he's actually going to call me at some point today and talk about Whatnot and what I would like to see for Whatnot on this spreadsheet. And then he's going to update his spreadsheet so that way next year it's more suited for everybody. Because right now there's not really a way. The thing I'll talk to him about today, and I'll tell you guys about it too because I don't care. We need to have 2 separate lines for fees. So that way I don't have to add up my fees together, because Whatnot has 2 separate fees. So does Mercari. It has 2 separate fees. It has a processing fee and a transaction fee. So what I would like to do is be able to plug both of those in without having to add them together. Just literally write out both of those numbers and have the spreadsheet add them up for me. So that's something I'll talk to him today about, because I hate having to add those up at the end. I like to just put them in. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, that's it for today. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll be live later. Actually, we won't be live later tonight because tonight's the Whatnot show. Everybody needs to go bookmark the Whatnot show. We have it at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everything is loaded up. We got 3 buyer appreciation giveaways, all brand new at tag items. Lots of good stuff. Crazy good inventory tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go bookmark the show right now, and we should have a lot of fun there. We'll be live on TikTok too. We'll be running a TikTok live in the background. So appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one